Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to the Aussies on the Bowl channel. Today we are looking at rebuilding the recently eliminated New York Knicks. Now, they got eliminated by the Pacers, who were on an absolute heater this offseason, and they got eliminated in 6, which is quite disappointing considering they made a massive trade at the start of the year. And now they have quite a lot of money just spent on their core 5 and a few decisions to make on the team outside of their initial maybe top 6 players. So this is going to be a really interesting offseason. The first things first, I'm going to do what Knicks Twitter is saying right now, and we're going to fire Tibbs. And I have a couple coaches in mind that I'm thinking might be good options for this team. Bodenhauser might be interesting, but I'm thinking of potentially going after Nate McMillan or James Borrego might be interesting. And I've already taken on the I've already used the Pelicans or using the Pelicans, so we can actually negotiate and we can allow us to sign James Borrego. There we go. And now we can turn off the Pelicans here, like so. And then now we have James Borrego as our head coach, which I've done this before in another rebuild, but I think James Borrego is probably one of the better coaches this year. Well, that could be available as a head coach. He's an assistant coach at the Pelicans at the moment, but I definitely feel like he could be in the running for a job. So let's have a look and see who we have here. I kind of want to throw in maybe a couple of our picks and maybe Pacomi Dadiet maybe in this trade, because I don't think we're going to use him at all, because he's only a 69 overall and we have that position locked down. So I'm thinking I want to get a good draft pick. So like 28's here. I'm thinking maybe like 18 or 19 if we can potentially get somehow that high. We can try and get our pick back from the Magic, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Like the Nets we can try and talk to and get pick 19. Is there any other ways we could get? Not really, not that I'm seeing right now. Timberwolves could do pick 17, but I think they might want to use it. Let's talk to the Wizards. Let's see if we can send Pacomi Dadiet and a second round pick to the Wizards for pick 18. They say no. I'd be willing to throw in maybe a future second. Hey, I'll give you your pick back next year because it's most likely going to be top 10 protected, and you can just give us back a second. We're probably going to have to get that pick back anyway, so I'm kind of thinking, do we want to do it this way, or like do we ask for a future pick? No, I don't think we do. We'll just take a pick in 2026. We'll just do this trade and bam. So we give them back their pick because their pick is going to be top protected. And we can now sim to pick 18. And so we have Asa Newell here, Sorbers, Rasheer Fleming. There's a lot of good options on the board. I'm kind of thinking I like the idea of getting Rasheer Fleming. Asa Newell would be cool as well. I don't know what I'm thinking. So okay, I'm going to say Asa Newell, and then we're going to go down to our next pick. We're not going to think about Rasheer Fleming at all. I'm going to take Joan Behringer here as a backup center, and then I think we're good to go. So sign both those guys. I was kind of thinking if we brought in Rasheer Fleming, we might be able to move OG Anunoby, but I don't really want to do that. So let's go team player options. We'll bring back Huck Porty, sure. And qualifying offers, we'll make sure Kevin McCullough is offered a qualifying offer. And let's kind of see what is around. So I don't think we're going to bring back Precious at all. I don't think we want to bring back any of those guys. The one thing I do want to try this year, I want to try maybe Josh Hart, small forward, Mitchell Robinson at center, and Cat at the power forward. Do we want to do that? Yeah, I think I do want to do that because then we can have McBride as off the bench as a shooting guard, Hart off the bench as a small forward. I think we're going to need to look for a better backup point guard, but we can definitely make a trade for that. And then we're going to need to make a acquisition maybe for another center. So we're just going to renounce the rights on pretty much all these guys. I don't think we're going to bring anyone back. Yeah. I don't think we're going to bring. I had to think about that for a second. We'll announce the rights on everyone. Clear cap sheet. Besides Kevin McCullough, we'll see if he can progress. And yeah, we're going to have to think about what we want to do for this team. I'm kind of thinking through everything I'm doing here. Yeah, so we're going to need to sign a backup center. So Luke Cornett's here. That's not a bad option. And then, like Thomas Bryant's also here. Thomas Bryant's not too bad, but Cornett at least gives you a bit more rebounding. But I guess he's a bit... Thomas Bryant might not be bad. He's a bit younger. Yeah, let's sign Thomas Bryant. We'll sign him to a 4-year, $4 million a year deal and see if he accepts that. And he does. Cool. All right, so he accepts that. Anyone else we want to bring in potentially to just be like a vibes guy on the team? I don't think so. I guess we can bring Shamit back on the minimum if he will accept that, and he does. And then is there anyone else here? Not really. Okay, cool. So I think for this year, we're just going to run it how it was. We're going to switch some positions up a little bit. And we changed the bench up a little bit and brought in some young players. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to run it in this first year. And then if we're bad or we don't make it to the finals again, we're definitely going to switch it up and do something different. So Luka on the Lakers wins MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, 6th player Josh Giddey, Giannis Depoy, Most Improved Evan Mobley, Devin Booker Clutch Player, Coach of the Year James Borrego. There we go. And Jordan Hobson is your Executive of the Year. So we can definitely go after like Giannis, or the Knicks could definitely go after Giannis this offseason. I don't feel like that's out of the realm of possibility if they wanted to maybe throw up Cat and a couple other options. But yeah, I don't think Mitch Robinson, defensive second team, love to see it. And we get Asa Noel here on rookie team. So yeah, there's a lot of options, but in 2K, I feel like I always try and get Giannis, so we didn't really go that route. Mikal Bridges, awesome stuff. OG Anunoby for $40 million a year, 11 points per game. Not really good enough. Tyler Kolek was actually not too bad. Josh Hart, I mean, less minutes than last year. He really kind of dropped off a little bit, but like he could be on the trade block this offseason. Mitchell Robinson was great rebounding, and assists was Jalen Brunson. So good little rebounding duo here. Let's see who we draw first up, and it's going to be the Pacers. Okay, the team that just eliminated us in the finals is now the 8th seed. So we win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we lose game 4. Okay, what about game 5? We win game 5, and now we draw Toronto. So Toronto haven't really made many changes. We got an old friend in RJ Barrett there. And Emmanuel Quickley, actually. Emmanuel Quickley was a Knick. Completely forgot about that for a second. So it's 2-2, it's 3-2, and it's 4-2. So now we're back in the conference finals against the Cavs, who also never really make many changes in the sim. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Okay. That could have been bad. Game 5 goes to us, and game 6 goes to us. Okay, now we draw the Mavs. Jalen Brunson coming up against, well, I was going to say his former best friend Luka, but it's his former team in the Mavs. Game 1 goes to the Mavs. Game 2 goes to the Mavs. Okay, so they win both on the road. Let's draw this down to a 9-man rotation, I'm guessing. And then let's see. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to the Knicks. Or goes to the Mavs. Game 5 goes to us. Game 6 goes to the Mavs. Okay, so we lose in 6. Kyrie gets the championship, and the Mavs win in 6. Okay, cool. So LeBron calls it time. A few other guys call it time. Russ gets a ring. Okay, interesting. That's someone that the Mavs could be interested this offseason. And then we'll go ahead to go to the draft lottery. We do own our pick late in the draft. It's going to go there at number 29. The Wizards won there at number 4. So yeah, we wouldn't have got that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. James Borrego, we're going to keep around. He did a good job this year for sure. Glad we didn't go for Mike Budenholzer or anything. And let's kind of sim and see what we can get with this pick. So Dame Sarr is here. Alex Caravan's here. JT Toppin is here. Dame Sarr might not be too bad, but I kind of like Alex Caravan. Bit of shooting there. And we have a 2nd round pick too. So let's go ahead and get, I guess we can go Silas Damari Jr. We have one more pick here too, so let's just take Mikey Williams here. I like his name. Cool. All right, so let's go through to the rookie signing. Make sure we sign all these guys. Team player options will take Joan Behringer. Sure, we'll bring him back. Qualifying offers, it's just these two guys, so we might just see if they'll come back on the qualifying offers. So it's just Mikal Bridges. So I think I'm going to go like a 3-year deal and try and get him a bit cheaper. Like $30 million over 3 years. How old is he? So that takes him through to 32. So yeah, I guess we'll offer him that for sure. And then Landry Samet will let go. Huck Porty will keep around, and Kevin McCullough will keep around. We'll just let we'll actually match these then. We'll match these 1-year deals for those guys, and then make sure we sign all of them. Okay, cool. All right, so our team right now is Jalen Brunson, Tyler Kolek, Miles Bridges, Miles McBride, Mikal Bridges, sorry, and Miles McBride, OG Josh Hart, Kat Asanuo, Mitch Robinson, Thomas Bryant. Okay, so here's where things are going to get a little bit interesting, because I'm thinking maybe we look to trade OG right now. Like he's great and all, but well, maybe we look to move on from Josh Hart. I'm also thinking like a center upgrade. I don't know who we're going to have to move to get that center upgrade, but we'll have a look. So Josh Hart, we'll see if we can move him first. And I guess we can throw in Thomas Bryant here too. So maybe Mitch Robinson moves to a bench role next year. And let's just see what we can get. So at the moment, like Zubac is interesting. And we get Ben Simmons in that deal too, who we can flip over to the backup shooting, a small forward spot. That might not be that bad. Like Zubac is a great sim player, and he could be really good for this team. Jalen Wells, Okongwu is also interesting. He could come in and definitely be like a starting center for us. We get Karis LeVert as well, who isn't too bad in the sim. We can maybe OG can come off the bench. $40 million for a guy off the bench, so that's ridiculous. Wiggins, Kalel Ware. Like Wiggins being a bench piece and us getting off that contract next year might not be too bad. He's going to regress a little bit. It's probably an 80 overall. But we get Kalel Ware, who could definitely progress really well and be our full-time starting center. That's not too bad. Daniel Gafford and Max Christie is also really interesting, but I feel like I get Daniel Gafford quite a bit. Yakashonis, Jace Richardson, Aaron Gordon, Jarris Walker, Trey Murphy, Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, none of these really jump out. Like Conrad and Donovan Clingan would be kind of fun. But yeah, okay. So I'm thinking, I feel like I get Zubac quite a bit. I never really get a Kongwu. We get Karis LeVert in this trade too. But Kalel Ware and Andrew Wiggins is kind of fun. How tall is Kalel Ware? He's 7 foot, so he can definitely come in and be that center that we're looking for. And that Wiggins contract is gone next year, so that ain't bad at all. So I reckon we're going to do this trade. We're going to trade Josh Hart over to the Heat. I feel like he kind of fits that Heat culture too. We're sending Alex Caravan, who we just drafted this year with Thomas Bryant, for Wiggins and Kalel Ware. And I like that a lot. So Brunson, Kolek is probably going to progress a little bit this year. Bridges, McBride, OG, and Wiggins, Kat Asanuo, Kalel Ware, and Mitchell Robinson. So not too bad, not too bad. Is there anyone here that we could potentially sign in free agency just in case? I don't think so. No, that's okay. Gary Payton's probably a bit too old to sign right now. Yeah, none of these options really jump out at me. Like we can take a Jonathan Isaac on the minimum, sure. That's fine. Any centers, Marvin Bagley, like that's a contract we can include if we really wanted to. Like we kind of just signed Thomas Bryant, so cool. All right, we just signed some good players. Hopefully we can get those other guys back on the qualifying offers. We might have to actually release. Oh wait, no, we matched some deals for them. So yeah, Kalel Ware's up to an 84, Mitchell Robinson 82, McBride 82, Kolek's only up to a 79. Okay, interesting. So we might have to watch that a little bit. If he doesn't progress towards the end of this year, we might actually have to do something about that. So we need to actually release 2 players. So that might unfortunately be Mikey Williams and Like, can we get maybe something for Huck Porty? Like, I hate doing this, but we'll just see if we can get anything for him. Is it Huck Porty? Yeah, because we got Berenger. Yeah, we'll go Huck Porty. The Bucks will give us a 2030 pick, which I don't mind doing. Okay, we'll just trade him to the Bucks. I'll get rid of our pick. Actually, they want it. Okay, cool. We'll just get that pick from the Bucks, who are probably going to be bad that year anyway. Okay, moving on to year number 2. Hopefully, we're good. Next offseason, if we don't maybe get what we want, we might have to trade OG and maybe Mikhail. I don't know. I want to keep Mikhail because we gave up 5 first-round picks for him. So we could move Cat back to the center and find a power forward. There's options. There are options. Okay, we're here at the trade deadline, and I was looking to move off this Andrew Wiggins contract because like he's not playing too well, and it's $30 million. And I threw it in with the first round pick, and Atlanta are offering Jalen Johnson. And I'd be stupid if I didn't accept this trade. And we're going to do that. And we're going to move Jalen Johnson over to the small forward spot, which honestly, at the end of the season, I think OG is going to be traded because he's going to be coming off the bench at the moment. So Brunson, Bridges, Johnson, Cat, Robinson, OG, Khalil Ware is actually coming off the bench as well. Interesting. I think that's fine for now. So yeah, we're 30 and 23, and I think that definitely makes us better. So thank you, Wiggins, for your half a season here in the Knicks, but it's time to move on. So Luka goes back to back with MVPs, but he's on the Bulls now. Cameron Boozer Rookie of the Year, 6th player Anthony Simons, Wemby Depoy, Most Improved BJ, Luka Clutch Player, and Jason Kidd is the Coach of the Year. So do we get any Knicks on any of these teams? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. No, it does not. Okay, cool. But we are the 3rd seed. Okay, so we slipped a little bit, but that's fine. So we have Bridges and Johnson, Cat and Brunson all scoring well. Rebounds, Colorwell, Towns, and Robinson all doing their thing, and assists by Jalen Brunson. So we have Toronto first round, who Ingram's now coming off the bench for whatever reason. Okay, let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Toronto. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. So now we draw Atlanta. So they have... Do they still have Wiggins? They do have Andrew Wiggins off the bench. Cool. So Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Hawks. Game 3 goes to the Hawks. Okay, let's shorten this down to a 9-man rotation and see if we can get through game. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to drop this down to an 8-man rotation. These Hawks are not messing around. Okay, let's simcast instead and see if we can come out a little bit stronger this game. Just let us win. Just let us win, man. Force it to a game 7. Otherwise, we might have to consider trading Cat, and I don't know if I want to trade Cat. So let's see. Let's go. I think this whole season or whole year with Jalen Johnson would change things up a little bit. We scored 12 points that first quarter. Okay, we're getting absolutely blown out. That is insane. And we get eliminated. Okay. Okay, so Anthony Edwards comes up against Tyrese Haliburton, and the Timberwolves win. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. Wow, okay, so what kind of happened there? Like OG was okay. Well, Cat was not good at all. Wow, okay. 21% from 3. Yeah, Cat and OG. Like OG was okay and all, but I feel like for that contract that he's on, like this last season is going to be very, very interesting. So a few retirees there. Draft lottery. I don't think we own any picks now. We may sneak in somewhere here. No, we don't. Okay, so it's going 24. Okay, so that's the thing. We don't have much draft capital moving forward. I'm going to keep James Borrego around. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. So, okay, if we were to maybe throw in Cat and OG, no offers. No offers at all. If we were to maybe propose a trade with Cat and OG, okay, we can't actually. Sure, okay, so we need to extend him. Okay, I guess we can figure that out. So the draft time, we'll have a look and see. We have pick 54. Let's take Sam Jackson. And we have another pick, so let's take Cliff Garnett. Sure, I'm pretty sure I draft him every single rebuild that we've done. Okay, so rookie signing, make sure we sign those guys. Team player options will bring everyone back. And then Cat is going to need to get for qualifying offers to both these guys. Cat's going to need to get extended. So yeah, Cat, that's a lot of money, man. That's an insane amount of money. Let's just do like 200 for the player option, I guess. Okay, and he accepts. So Wiggins and Huckporty will just renounce the rights on those, and Joe and Berenger and Kevin McCullough. I guess we could just bring back if they are willing to. Okay, cool. So let's see now if we can throw in Cat and OG, and we can maybe go for like a new power forward. If we can get Giannis, that would be insane. They need $22 million. I'll take on the Kyle Kuzma. They can't take on the Kyle Kuzma contract. Okay, we go Kyle Kuzma, and I guess we can go Champagny. That works. I don't really want Kyle. We can flip Kyle Kuzma, I guess. So let's throw in Silas in this. Oh, they actually cannot do that. Okay, let's throw in just some of these picks then. And see if they'll get this done. They say no. I don't have any more picks. I have Tyler Kolek. They can't get it done. Okay, we tried. But we're never going to get that done realistically. So, what do we do then? I want to keep, like, I think LOL is going to go up. So I kind of want to run him. As the center still. Jalen Johnson's good at the small forward. Okay, if we just throw OG in this, so OG and this pick, it's what works with the Wizards. It's not super valuable. We can get Kobe White, which does intrigue me a little bit. We have to give up Kolek, but Kobe White adds another scorer to the team. We get Io as well, who's useful off the bench. We can get Dyson Daniels, okay, who really is a defensive beast. Doesn't score as much though. We get Trey Young, Nick Claxton, Jamal Murray, Dejounte Murray, Asar Thompson. Asar for OG is insane. I think we're going to have to do that trade. Realistically, I think we're going to have to do that trade. Kuminga's interesting too. Kuminga and Pods. I'm thinking we bring in Asar Thompson and we bring in Malik Beasley off the bench. Sure. I don't know why Detroit would do that. Let's have a look. So if we flip Cat back to the center spot, we go Jalen Johnson over at the power forward spot, and then we kind of keep everything else the same. That might be an insane team. So then we have Mitchell Robinson that we can move. So yeah, Mitchell Robinson, we need a backup small forward. So does Mitchell Robinson get us a small forward anywhere? And we might need to look for a point guard as well. Do any of these options work well as a small forward? Like Isaiah Joe's okay. Miles Bridges probably not. Anthony Black, Daniel Gafford. Cam Johnson's probably a bit too old now. Obi Toppin. PJ's okay. He might regress. I don't hate that option at all. I think like PJ's fine and all. We get a first back. Okay, I'm gonna do this deal. Mitch Robinson for PJ Washington. Done. We're gonna do that deal. So the team, can we potentially move on from Tyler Kolek as well and get a better backup point guard? Like if we traded Kolek and Silas, and then we also threw in Malik Beasley's contract, is there a point guard around? Peyton Pritchard is interesting. Scottie Pippen. Keontae George is on $30 million a year. That might be the scorer off the bench we want though. That might just set this the right way. Or Topic is there. We get Hardenstein as well. Look, I'm going to do this trade. Here. We have 4-for-1 basically, but none of these guys are really going to play for us. So we get Keontae George off the bench and a first round pick. I'm happy with that. Is there anyone that we need to sign at all? Um, Not really. No one here that really. No. Like Caruso as a minimum might not be too bad, but yeah, I think we're good with what we have. Yeah, I think we're good. Um, Anyone else here? Let's just take. No, I don't want to pay my mobile with that. So let's sign Caruso. Okay, let's move on to the last season in charge. I think we built an interesting team. I really do. Like we moved some players back to positions that they're more handy in. We got Asar Thompson in now. Yeah. I think this team is hopefully good enough. At the end of our final year in charge, Luca wins 3 MVPs in a row. Morian is the Rookie of the Year. Sixth player Darren Fox. Wemby Depoy. Most improved Reed Shepard. Interesting. The Heat guys must have been really good this year. Zion, clutch player, and Coach of the Year goes to Willie Green over there in the Pelicans. Interesting stuff. Do we get any Knicks on any of these teams? We do not. Again, we do not. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, so we are the 6th seed. How did we slip so far? I thought we were doing well. Keontae George was really good. Cat dropped off a little bit. Jalen Johnson. Maybe there's too many scorers. I don't know. I feel like our defense was pretty good. I don't know. Things just maybe didn't go our way. I feel like every time I get Jalen Johnson, things just don't really go well. Okay, let's just shorten this rotation and see if we can get through. Cavs win game 1. They win game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. We lose game 5. Okay, can we simulate then and see what happens? I don't know. I don't know what we've done wrong with this team. Maybe we tried to be too like top heavy. We weren't creative enough. I'm not too sure. Okay, so we force a game 7. Hopefully we can just let our game do the talking here in game 7. The Cavs are going to be at home, so a little bit annoying. We're gonna have to defend for our lives, really. Can we come back? And we do. We win by 6. So go to round 2 against Detroit, the 2nd seed, who they have OG. I completely forgot we sent, and Richard Robinson. Okay, so 2 former Knicks players. So they win game 1 and game 2. They must really not like us. OG and Mitchell Robinson are probably playing out of their skin right now. And I think we're going to go home. Oh, okay. We're forcing a game 6. Is there a possibility? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not even going to say anything. Like, Jalen Brunson is going to have the game of his life. And we're going to have to see, like, Cat come out of his skin. And some of the other guys come out of their skin too. So we force a game 7. Professional outfit here going on from the Knicks. Can we just come out and... We're the underdogs in this situation. We're the underdogs. We're the big underdogs. Big time. Big time. But it looks like we're not going to get it done here in the last. Unfortunately, we're going to go home. Okay. That sucks. I thought we really got there. So Cade and Cameron Boozer. And the Pelicans get it done. Cameron Boozer and Zion. Interesting stuff. All right. We're going to go one more year because I feel like that just was very silly. We should have won, but we didn't. The team should have been better than it was, and for whatever reason, it's not that good. So do we get pick 5 in this draft? We get pick 5. Okay, so we're gonna keep James Borrego around. Wow. Okay, we get pick 5. Oh, I'm thinking about using this pick now. I'm thinking about using this pick. Is Giannis a free agent? I feel like we always get Giannis, but I kind of want... Oh, I signed an extension. Okay. Can we get Giannis? Like, Jalen Johnson's fine and all. I just feel like I'd rather Asar Thompson. So, Jalen Johnson. Is there anyone else we need to throw in this as well? Like, it's a big amount of money. We're $4 million over. I guess we can throw PJ in here. All for Giannis, and we throw in pick 5 as well. They say no. I'll throw in pick 10. They say no. Anyone else that we can throw in this trade? We really cannot throw anyone else, man. I want to keep Mikhail. I feel like Mikhail's still good enough. Keontae George is good off the bench. We really don't have any other options. This is nuts. Come on, man. All this for Giannis. It doesn't do it for you? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Surely we... Okay. I'm going to put on trade overwrite for this. Oh, we can't put on trade overwrite for this. Oh. Really, man? Okay, so Jalen Johnson, Miles McBride, and pick 5. What does that get us? No offers? Pick 10? Okay, RJ Barrett and Zubac. I guess we can move Cat back over and RJ can come off the bench. I guess. That doesn't really... Cam Thomas, and we get pick 2. Pick 2 is interesting. Pick 2 is very interesting, actually. Then we have pick 2 and 5. Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick. I don't think any of these really interest me too much. Klingon and Denny. No, okay. Okay, let's just draft. Let's just draft for these picks. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Dylan is the Jermaine O'Neal, Paul Gasol. None of these are like... Okay, let's take Dion Phillips here, I guess. And then we got pick 10. Let's take this Claude Miles guy. And then we have pick 40. So let's take Garrison Wallace. And then we have pick 55. So let's take Doyle Pedersen. 2 point guards, I guess. I don't know. This is just an auto sim draft. So rookie signings, we'll sign all these guys. Team player options. We need to bring back Jalen Brunson. And Kel'el Ware. Okay. That is big. Okay, so Jalen Brunson. We'll definitely bring back 5-year. Wait, what? Is it because we don't have enough players? Wait, what? Or do we have too many players? Wait, 5. Wait, what? So we have 5, 8. We have 13 players. Okay. So if we... Wait, what is going on? I don't want this trade exception anymore. I just want to bring back our guys, dude. I did not mean to do that to Kevin McCullough. I was meant to cap... Okay. Are these guys unrestricted? Or are they restricted? Wait, let me go to the bird rights. Let me just really quickly sign like Behringer. No, Behringer wants way too much money. Let me just sign Kevin McCullough really quick. Okay. So he's going to get brought back. So now can we sign Jalen Brunson? Wait, what? If you have fewer than 14 players on your team, you may sign a player for the league minimum. I'm so confused. Can we offer... Kel'el Ware? Okay, so we can sign Kel'el Ware. Is he going to accept? Okay, Kel'el Ware. I guess we renounced... No, we're going to keep Joe and Behringer. Okay, so now can we sign Brunson? We can't sign Brunson. Why can't we sign Brunson? Okay, do we just have too much money on our team? I think we have way too much money. Yeah, we have a shitload of money. Okay, I'm gonna look to move on from Jalen Johnson. Yeah, let's look to move on from Jalen Johnson really quick. If we can get someone... Oh, dude, Kobe White is right there. Walker Kessler is right there too. Dude, Walker Kessler would be actually insane on this team. Walker Kessler and Cat. I need to think about this like realistically. Şengün is there too. Şengün's being offered to us. Okay, I'm just gonna take this Walker Kessler deal. I don't know why I'm doing this. We're gonna take this Walker Kessler deal, and then we're gonna figure out who we can get rid of. So let's move Cat back to the power forward spot, which is fine. And then we're going to need to possibly trade finder because I'm stupid. We're gonna need to probably get rid of Keontae George because he's on way too much money. We just need a backup point guard or someone not earning anywhere near that much money, which is almost impossible. That is crazy. Everyone is on huge money these days. Okay. I don't think anyone's gonna have much cap space. So if we propose a trade and we go Keontae George, is there anyone like Tyus? No, I don't want Tyus Jones. Maybe someone on a rookie deal would be nice. Like this dude. This dude would be kind of fun. They're $21 million over the cap, so that's not gonna happen. Okay, let's keep scrolling along. Trey Mann would literally be perfect, but they can't afford it. Yeah, they cannot afford this at all. I think we can flip. We can definitely flip Abaji. If you guys will do this trade, we can flip. Okay, they don't want to give up a small forward. Okay, what about Naz Reid instead? You're fine with what you have as far as this is concerned? Are you kidding? We will even give you. Is this Phillips guy going to be any good? We'll give you PJ Washington as well. They can't afford that. Okay, that is stupid. Okay. Literally, I just want to give out some. I just want to give out like literally give us Ty Jerome, and you cannot afford that. Ty Jerome and this is insane. I just want to just give up a good player for someone much cheaper. Is that even possible? Like I'm about to make someone better, and no one wants it. I'll take Boogie Fland. No one can afford Keontae George. Are you serious? This is nuts. I never really see this before. Normally teams will just take players on. But I guess when they're earning this much money, it's not the case. Okay, so literally, dude, I just want like a cheap point guard. Like, okay, we can get Jamal Shed back, who is playing okay. We'll take Jamal Shed and we'll take a unprotected pick. They want Cliff Garnett? Absolutely not. But we'll do this pick swap, I guess. I'm not giving you Cliff Garnett and I don't want Santi Aldama. I'll give you 2 seconds as well, just to get off this money. Okay, I'll give you another first. There we go. Okay, so we shed some cap space there. Can we just like trade some of these dudes? I guess. Like, I hate doing. These guys are only on like $1 million deals. I guess Kevin McCullough, your time has come. Sorry. We'll trade you to the Clippers. And anyone else? Like, people are on like insane money on our team. I guess PJ Washington. Can we get a pick for PJ? Does anyone want to give us just a pick? No one wants to give us a pick. Really? No one wants to give us any pick at all? Like a really cheap? No. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll take this Jalen Montgomery dude then. Okay. So then we can flip the Phillips guy. Flip him to a small forward. Does he go up? Stays the same. Okay. So can we bring back Jalen Brunson now? Is that possible? We cannot bring back Jalen Brunson. Are you kidding? I thought we just got rid of enough money. Like maybe bringing in Walker Kessler wasn't the smartest thing to do. Jamal Shed's also on a lot of money. Didn't realize that. McBride. Like for that much money, we can probably play. We probably can't even play. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so I looked it up. Apparently, it was a glitch where the cap hold was much more than what we're going to bring him back for. So because the cap hold was $65 million, all I had to do was renounce the rights and then sign him to a lesser contract. So yeah, we managed to keep pretty much the whole roster that we had. So crisis averted last year. It's around that time in the video where Cooper Flagg wins MVP. Jeb Verney, Rookie of the Year. Sixth player, Anthony Thompson. Wemby, Depoy, Most Improved, Brandon McCoy. And Anthony Edwards is your Clutch Player of the Year. So, do we get any Knicks on any of these teams now? No. Brunson snubbed yet again. We get a Sar Thompson here on defensive team, which is nice, but that is it. So, we are the 2 seed in the East. So, last year in charge. Can we maybe win? I don't know. Asa Newell is starting to really break out though. 8 points extra, an extra 4 rebounds. He's doing really well. Walker Kessler and Khalil Ware. Look, they're all okay. They're all okay. Maybe we went too top heavy. We draw Charlotte, who have Brandon Miller off the bench. They have Ace Bailey on their team. Interesting. He must have fallen to them in the lottery. So they win 2. We win game 3, and we lose game 4. Okay. I don't actually want to do this. So can we sort this out, guys? Can we sort this out? I hate 2K. I really do. I don't understand how we just got absolutely destroyed in the first round. That's nuts. We should have traded Cat. That's all I can say. We should have traded Cat. I don't know. Let me know what I did wrong. I'll see you guys in the next video.